Why do black people have longer dinglings? In the late 19th century, Dr. Alastair Munro, an ambitious British anthropologist, set out on a journey across the African continent. The world was in an era of scientific exploration, and Munro, driven by curiosity and the prevailing racial theories of his time, aimed to study the physical traits of different populations. Funded by the Royal Society of Anthropological Studies, Munro's expedition took him from the bustling markets of Cairo to the dense rainforests of the Congo. His goal: to collect anatomical data from various ethnic groups and compare them to populations in Europe and Asia. Over 5 years, Munro and his team meticulously documented thousands of measurements: height, limb proportions, skull shapes, and yes, even genital dimensions. Their findings, however, did not produce the sensationalized results that some European scholars had expected. What Munro discovered was variation within all populations. Some African groups had larger average measurements, but so did certain populations in South America and the Pacific Islands. Meanwhile, some European and Asian groups had comparable sizes. The idea of racial superiority tied to anatomy was debunked by his own data. Upon returning to London, Munro published his findings in the Journal of Anthropological Sciences, concluding that individual variation was far greater than any supposed racial difference. However, his work was largely ignored by the pseudoscientists of the time, who preferred theories that reinforced existing prejudices. As history moved forward, modern genetics and anthropology would confirm what Munro had observed: that human anatomy is influenced by a complex mix of genetics, environment, and evolution, rather than simplistic racial categories.